Hi, today's lesson is about developing your own distribution system. Has it ever happened to you that you went to somebody to tell them about your great idea? You had all the legal protection you had, or maybe you didn't, either ways, and you find that the people just ran off with your idea. Or you went to this powerful company that manufactures something related to your idea and they ran off with it. Such things happen to the best of people. So right now what I'm going to talk about is how to avoid those things. Okay. This is my opinion. It is very important that we develop our own distribution system. The most important thing you must remember is to hit the marketplace as hard as you can, as fast as you can, before anybody else can. Now, the best way to do that is to develop a distribution system. To take your idea that has been made into a product to the market as quickly as possible. It's also a marketing strategy. Why am I focusing on the distribution system and not the marketing system? Well, we all know that marketing is expensive. And in order for you to master the marketing and to understand the type of marketing that your product needs, you have to at least understand your distribution system, because your marketing will be mostly dictated to by your distribution system, in my own opinion. And by the way, your distribution system can also be in its own way a marketing system. In fact, I feel that guerrilla marketing becomes more powerful and easily understandable with context to what you're doing when you understand your distribution system, because you will only market to the places or market in areas that you distribute to. It is easier to understand the niche marketing system if you know where you're distributing your products to and who's buying it. So basically what I'm getting at today is, in order for you to grow this idea from a very small seed into a bigger one, you need to master the art of distributing what you have. Mastering the art of distribution also removes power away from other people into your hands. In other words, your product does not become a victim of other people's control and manipulation, but it becomes a result of your own actions. What am I trying to say? Actually, I'm trying to say that as a result, you are in control of your product. Having your own distribution system helps in a sense that it makes you to be more in control of the game. It even allows you a bit of control over your opponent, because now your opponent has to respond to your actions. In other words, your competitor will have to respond to what you do. It is also good in a sense that it lures or it attracts or it seduces the competitor into cooperating with you. In other words, then you start having an opportunity, or rather a chance, to sit on the table with your competitor or compete. So basically it even gives you better options, and it pushes your competitor into certain decisions. You must also remember that it's more powerful to attract people to you rather than to run after them. So hitting the market with your product is more powerful in a sense that you will be attracting people towards you. When you attract them towards you, they spend all that energy coming to you, and you can become and decide how to relate to the attraction. You also will end up having options where you think, now that the people are here, am I taking them on board? Which ones am I choosing and which ones am I leaving out? So basically it's also a way of empowering yourself. Mastering your own distribution system helps you to have what they call a first mover advantage. In other words, being the first person to hit the industry is marketing on its own. So you've hit two birds with one stone. You have distributed your product and you have also marketed it, because it's right there in the marketplace. People can see that it's working there, and being the first makes you the leader of the industry and not the follower. Also, being or rather mastering distribution system mastering your distribution system helps to protect your product from what I call idea thieves or idea stealers or copycats or counterfeits, and it can help you block counterfeits quicker or easier than if you didn't launch your product. Because if somebody launches a product before you do, you are the copycat. You end up looking like a copycat with your own product. So people can launch a product before you do. So it's very important to master distribution system. Know where you're going to send your product, that it become your idea. Know where it's going to be placed, and know how you're going to put it there. The third thing about mastering a distribution system is that not only does it market you at the same time, not only does it fight off competitors, or not only is it an advantage as far as competitors and copycats are concerned, but hitting the marketplace first helps you make money while you're marketing your product. So because your product is right there, people have an option to buy it, and then using the very same money, that money becomes a resource. And you must remember that resource is power. So it becomes that power that you can use to further develop your product and protect yourself and further distribute it. So my basic lesson for today is an extension of the previous lessons. Now that you understand your product and understand your role within the product and other resources, now understand the big picture, you have to know how to take that idea to the market. In other words, how to take it to the people, how to take it outside. You have to find your trade route. You have to find also your trade position. You have to create it. It's up to you how, where, and when you're going to create it. You know your own circumstances. You know your strengths. You know your weaknesses. You know the product. You know everything. So you have to use your own creativity, because if you're going to push with minimum resources, you'll have to be very, very creative. At the same time, you have to apply your ideas, or rather you have to come up with ideas. You must remember that ideas are more powerful. So you must come up with distribution ideas, and those ideas become twice as powerful, because now you had the product idea, now you're having the distribution idea. Take your product to the market, and I'm not talking the moment when talking complicated things. Remember, the idea is to also simplify. You simplify what you want to do. Make it as simple as possible. So till next time, cheerio.